This is Michael Hackathorn, and oh, I typed something there. Okay, this is Discrete Structures Exam 2. We'll start. So I made some final static ints of some dollars, quarters, dimes, nickels, fives, 20s. I also made some final static ints of like the min cent change, the max cent or min cent charge, sorry, max cent charge and max cent payment. I set these to certain amounts. I have a static number format so that it would go to 2 decimal places. I got this from a friend of mine who's a lot better at coding than me because for some reason I could only get it to do 1 decimal place, and he was like, "Hey, here, try this," and I tried it, and it worked. So thank you for that, Liam. So if we want to start here, so I just have int cents. I have my normal variables like number of dollars, quarters, dimes, nickels, $5, $20. I have cents left. I have a random cent change, which I have set to 0 because I have a math.random that basically just makes the random cent change into a random number between the max payment, then the max cent charge, or the max cent charge and the min cent charge. I also have int random cent payment, set that to 0, so I have a random that basically is just the max cent payment minus the random cent charge, so that it would be able to basically take away from, so that we can get this stuff over here. I have a double of random dollar charge to equal, random cent charge. Divide that by 100 so that I can get into dollars, so that it looks better and not just like, I don't know, whatever the cents would be if it was just normally like 200,000 or something cents. I have the double of random dollar payment, which equals random cent payment divided by 100. So the int change in cents equals the random cent payment minus the random cent change, which will be able, you'll see in a few minutes, like why this is good, because of certain print statements and stuff that I can make to show like, oh hey, this is how much you've been charged, this is how much we paid, and then this is the change that I get, and then it goes through that. So I have a print statement that's just like, hey, this is how much you've been paid in money, so you can see like the money or how much you've been charged, and then the format, I can do that to make it have 2 decimal places. There's probably like another way, but this was just the way that my friend showed me, and it worked pretty good. This is just here, just to make a space. I have number of $20 equals, the change in cents, 20, cents left equals change in cents, 20s. Number of $5 equals cents left 5. I mean, this is just kind of like repetitive as it goes down. It's just pretty much the same thing. So I'll just give you a second. You can just kind of see as you go down. Okay. And then, we have just a couple print statements like, hey, this is like how much the payment is. This is your change. And then it's like you have, actually, I don't know why this is here. But system, then we have, basically here it'll just be like, okay, this is the number of 20s that you have, and then number of $20. Fives equals the number of $5. Dollars equals the number of $10. Quarters, number of quarters. Dimes, nickels, pennies, and then that's how much is the cents left, basically, which is why there isn't a pennies. It goes dimes, nickels, there's no pennies, just because you just use the cents left from there, which is the number of pennies, and then there's just a space here. And so I'll just run it right here. Oh, here's some of the imports. So there's a decimal format, there's a number format, and then the random form. The random, so that I could do the randoms. But I think it was the decimal and number format, which is what helped make this, so that it would go to 2 decimal places. So I'll just run it real quick. Okay, we'll run it. So it's basically, okay, hey, I've been charged $16.98, and then I paid $380.93. That's honestly a lot. So honestly, I don't want to, I'm just going to make sure that it's correct. So I'm going to go into my calculator. I'm going to go 380, 380.93, and then I'm going to subtract 363.95 from it, and it's 16.98. So it did work. And then there's 18.20s, $3, 3/4, and then 2 dimes that you would get back. I'll go through this real quick. I'll do a couple more. So 89 cents. Now, if you, now this is just my, my opinion. Now, if you spent 89 cents, that's how much, and then you gave them like $193, I think there might be, I think you just want to see chaos, honestly. That's just, I think that's just rude, in my opinion. But, maybe not. I'll just run it again. I already did the math on the first one, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to assume that basically all of these work the same. Um, so the payment, 439, 380. I also forget. So basically a sentence to summary of like what the question's asking for. It's just basically to make you just get change back like a cash register would if you handed them a certain amount of money. I would say a list of references and resources that helped me with this question was my friend Liam. He helped me a lot because I got stuck on a couple parts, and I was like, "Hey, Liam, I'm gonna need your help. I know that you're a lot more well versed in this stuff um, than I am at the current moment. So, he helped me out a lot. Um, I'm going to assume that the math works out for all of these like problems. That is going to be one of the assumptions. I showed you the work already, and now I'm kind of doing this in like a kind of backwards way, but I hope you bear with me. And then a justification of why I believe that this is a correct answer. Well, I mean, it works. So I think that's the best justification of them all, in my opinion. But I mean, if I want to say something like more, I think that this is also right because it does everything that the problems asked for. It gives you, how much I was charged, the payment that was given, and like how much change I would have back. Um, so yeah, I that's one of the reasons why I'll do a couple more runs of it just to make sure that you see that it's working. 201. If you're paying for 32, like that's um, you'd be getting 168 points dollars and 77 cents back. If you tend, this one's really easy. You can blatantly see that, yeah, like you would get $254.47 back from that. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it for my code. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Yeah, thank you.